Hey, what's up? This is Unrivaled Skyrim, and today I'm going to be doing this Total War Rome 2 battle replay. This is going to be a Rome versus Rome battle, and this is going to be played against Michael Bay, whom I played a few videos ago. It was the Gettai versus Rome, or excuse me, Gettai versus Sparta match, and he was Sparta. He became a recent subscriber to me, and he messaged me and wanted to play some more battles, so I'm going to go ahead and show both battles in the same video. Let's go ahead and go to the first one. Battle of Gadara map. I can't remember what part of the grand map that is, but it's going to be a slightly hilly map with some trees in it. I always love these maps compared to the flat maps, but it's going to be Rome versus Rome. My army consists mostly of veteran legionnaires. I don't remember the rules or how many I brought, so I think I brought 6 of them. Yeah, I think I brought 6 veteran legionnaires. I'm going to put 4 in the front, 2 in the rear, and I have 1 first cohort, and they're going to hold the standard high, and they're going to give a morale bonus, or I think, yeah, they do that. So that's why I place it in the center. I'm going ahead to scout ahead with my cav. I have 2 of these Socii Equitae Extraordinary units. Relatively not a bad unit, but not a good one either. They're classified as very heavy shot cav, but I think they should be just heavy shot cav. They don't look like they have that much equipment on them. But I'm using them to scout ahead. I see his forces. His army consists mostly of, he's got some Hastati, and he's got, most of his infantry is armored legionnaires. I think he's got 6 of those, I think. He's got, I think, 4 Hastati, 2 on each wing, and he went ahead and he brought gladiators. You hardly see these units being used nowadays. It's because they're so vulnerable to cav strikes and missiles, especially missiles. And there's only 90 units in them, so they're not going to be overall that effective. They could be pretty good flanking units. Like, for instance, have a armored legionnaire hit one of my veterans from the side, and have one of these gladiators. Since they're, well, they should be. I would imagine they're quick on their feet because they're not that heavily armed. But get around, do a quick strike, pop a frenzy, or whatever the heck they have, and get some, I think killing spree is what they have. Well, here's the situation. I'm going to have to slow it down. I'm bringing my guys forward. He has, by the way, he has 3 Balearic Slingers, so that's pretty much his army. I think his general's the Legatus. My skirmishers are the archers, the auxiliary Syrian archers, and I've put 1 upgrade in one of those units. So I'm bringing my guys up. He went ahead and shifted his whole entire army. He's going for this high ground over here. I can't blame him. He wants a terrain advantage. He didn't just stay over here, down here, and march straight. He went to an angle. That's something I probably would have done given the circumstances of this map if it was shifted the other way. So I'm bringing up my guys. He's got a lot more infantry to me, so I kind of have to engage him methodically. I can't just rush uphill. His armored legionnaires are better than my veterans, but I do outnumber him in cav. I think he only brings 2 units of auxiliary cav. I have 4 on the other hand, plus those 2 Socii Equites Extraordinaire, but I didn't know that during the battle. I only found out they only brought 2 cav other than this Legatus after the battle. But here I'm going to keep the Socii Equitae back here, kind of in reserve, and we'll see if that's effective. Here I'm going to send 2 units of veteran legionnaires, try to advance. I kind of want to invite him to come down this hill. but he's going to be pretty content to kind of stay here, at least for now. I'm going to kind of move up my Syrian archers. They will be within range of his Balearic slingers, which he is moving down. So I'm going to go ahead and focus all my fire, and let's see if it's effective in killing these guys. There we go. So even though his Balearics do have pretty good shields, see some of my missiles are bouncing off of him. He's not. I don't think his unit is even in range of my archers yet. I think some of them are still. Oh, they're not hidden. Okay, I guess they can't fire. If they're not like Gallic hunters, they can't fire while still being hidden. But yeah, he's pretty much gonna lose this whole entire Balearic slinger. Relatively expensive unit of skirmisher, and there he pops a quick reload. Probably just try to get as many shots as possible before that unit flees. And I'm gonna go ahead and move on. I think I don't move on to the next target. I'm actually going to kind of retreat backwards. I only lost 2 units of Syrian archers. All my other ones are pretty much fine. So that's I already have an advantage in the skirmishing department, and plus using quick reload with all his guys, he's already tired out his Balearic slingers, which does me a service. But here he's actually going to move forward with his armored legionnaires. I've split my forces, so my infantry is not as strong as it was in the center. So he sees he can quickly attack these guys and overpower them. And quite frankly, could have done that earlier. He certainly has a lot more infantry than I do, at least at the moment. But here he's going to bring up his 1 unit of cav. I see this coming, and he's going to actually shift both of his cav units on this flank. So over here, I'll only have this 1 auxiliary cav, so I'm quickly trying to bring up this Sociat Equitate. What I did want to do, however, was quickly engage with this cav over here. I charge 1 unit, but they get intercepted by another, so that kind of negates my charge. But here I'm going to try to bring the Sociat Equite Extraordinary unit, try to get around and quickly strike his auxiliary cav from behind. Here I'm going to focus fire on another one of his Balearics. He has his back's turned to my archers, so they're going to quickly drop. And here he was going to attack. I think he was going for my auxiliary cav over here with 3 of these units, but I intercept them with a veteran legionnaire. So they pretty much got like 20 kills, 20 or so kills just from throwing a Pila and charging. Here, this is exactly what I was talking about. He's probably going to try to use this unit to flank, but I'm going to go ahead and countercharge, and plus I unleashed a volley of missile fire upon those guys. So these gladiators are pretty much going to be useless. They got 3 kills. And here, this was when I kind of got worried. He's going to engage my front line, whom are braced and did get some did get some Pila thrown, but here I have no infantry to really do anything against this armored legionnaire. I could have advanced and went straight for my archers. Although I wouldn't have been able to run them back, he could have turned them around and quickly strike these veteran legionnaires. But that unit would have been susceptible to my archers. But I think he missed an opportunity right here. I had nothing except my legatus to slow down that veteran legionnaire. Here I did charge the rear of that cav, and although I'm going to lose one, I did shift another unit of auxiliary cav to help out with this fight. So for now, we're going to go ahead and hold this cav over here. I went ahead and popped, I think it was presence. So I'm just trying to boost the recharge rate of my dudes. I thought that did more. I guess not. And here I pulled away this unit of extraordinaire. I'm going to try to go for his general. And over here, I break through his lines, get past his Sestati, and I'm going to try to get some side charges. And here, this is the weakest unit I see that can get charged, and I'm going to go ahead and get a devastating charge with that unit. Too bad I wasn't like a super heavy melee cav or shot cav, better yet. And here I'm going to quickly, at the same time, quickly finish off his cav and try to finish off these units of Hastati. And this is when I'm going to bring my Syrian archers, trying to get some shots on the side of these armored legionnaires. And pretty much the battle's over at this point. My veteran legionnaires, although they were inferior to his armored legionnaires, uh, just having a better core of cav and skirmishers really gave me the edge. But his armored legionnaires just couldn't kill my veterans in time, and now I'm getting shots on the backs of these armored legionnaires and my archers. My cavs just cleaning up. He does have one more gladiator and one more unit of Hastati that was chasing some other units. That he's going to try to like charge them into battle, try to get as many kills as possible. And here I switch my archers to his gladiators, and 10 of them just die in one volley. And they get kind of a weird charge. The collisions in this game are kind of screwy sometimes. But here, get a cav charge into those gladiators are pretty much dying. Yeah, gladiators, when the game first came out, you did see a lot of people use these units, but after several patches, people learned that gladiators, especially the non-spear gladiators, gladiators could be used against cav, but not to great effect. They're so poorly armored, and there's only 90 men in those units, so their weakness is that they can get overwhelmed by a very heavy unit that can withstand their killing frenzy, and they're very susceptible. See that gladiator just got smashed by a cav. Missiles and cav can just utterly destroy gladiator units. And here I'm going to finish off his general. But I thought this was an interesting battle. I wanted to go ahead and show it. Look at the statistics real quick. None of my units really stood out except this unit of veteran legionnaires. How did my first cohort did? They did okay. My skirmishers did really well. Some of my cav did well, especially this unit of this extraordinary cav. My auxiliary cav, they did fine, considering I think this was the unit that had a charge too. During the battle, I didn't only brought 2. I think if I were him, I would just not even bring the gladiators and bring more cav. Him bringing Hastatis, not that bad of a move. They could have been good units to use as flanking units. And Bilate, he didn't get a chance. I think I charged it down. Was I think one of those extraordinary cav units. But good battle. Let's go ahead and go to the second battle. Here we go. Yeah, I called it a good game battle. And don't mind the numbers, like battle 57. I've lost track a long time ago, and I just want to give it a name. So don't mind the numbers during the beginnings of my videos. They don't go in order. But here, let's go ahead and show this one. This was our second battle in a row from the other night. I am playing as Syracuse. He's playing as Carthage. Really good game. I'm kind of at a disadvantage. Syracuse is, at least in most cases, I think, is an underdog compared to Carthage. Carthage, I think, is a really well-rounded faction. They got a good selection of sword units, of cav units, skirmishers, and they can throw in some late Libyan hoplites to help with the cav fight, and elephants. So they got all that. And Syracuse, I mean, they got a pretty decent roster, I think. But here I'm just going to go with 2 mercenary veteran hoplites, core of I think like 4, maybe 5 of the thorax hoplites. I should have brought some Etruscan hoplites, I think. My cav force is going to be relatively weak, at least in my opinion. I think I bring like 4, or actually 3 mercenary Italian cav. They're okay. Um, they can't really hold off for very long in a cav fight. I think they're just meant to be swift and maybe chase down uh, skirmishers. I have 2 mercenary companion cav. When these units came out, they were just utter tanks, but now I think they've really taken a turn for the worse, and they're not nearly as effective as they used to. Um, Especially when they first came out. I can't remember which patch that was. I think that was when the Hannibal at the Gates DLC came out. So I got one of those on each flank, and my skirmishers, I think it's like 3 Balearic slingers with 3 regular slingers. So take a look at his. He's got, I think, 4 Libyan infantry, if I remember correctly. He's got 2 upgrades on each one. It's like 6. Yeah, it looks like 6 to me. And he's got Gallic warriors, and he's got Iberian swordsmen. So I think 1 on each flank. Yeah, his skirmishers, I think he's got 4. Actually, he's got 2 Balearic slingers and 2 Cretan archers. So he's got quality skirmishers this time around, and he's got a general's bodyguard. He's got a unit of African war elephants, and I think he's got 2 units of Carthaginian cav, and they're being supported by late Libyan hoplites. So not bad. I think a really good choice of units on his part. Over here, he's got 2 Carthaginian calves and 1 unit of late Libyan hoplites. So here I'm going to have to tank up. I do have the high ground, but it's going to mean little if he gets around my flanks. So I'm going to have to get my mercenary companions up on the hill even more. I don't want him to be able to get through my guys on this. I need to win on this flank. I don't need him to roll around and attack me from multiple directions. So he's going to go ahead and charge. I get my guys in hoplite wall, and they're in the forest, so they don't even charge my guys, quite frankly. So my guys are going to hold out for a long time. And I forgot, but I went ahead and brought a skirmisher cav. And here I probably should have waited, but I'm going to go ahead and send it and try to get some. At first I thought the skirmisher cav had flaming javelins. I was going to try to use some flaming javelins and try to get this elephant unit run amok, but I forgot skirmisher cav do not have that option. They just have regular javelins. So let's go ahead and see if I get some javelins upon that unit. And here they're already running out of control. They're already running amok, but the skirmisher cav didn't even get a chance to throw javelins, and I don't think they can throw from behind either. So over here we went ahead and engaged mercenary companion cav. Having a hard time against this Carthaginian cav, but what's really going to do me in is this late Libyan hopline. There's really nothing I can do. I can't really run this unit away or I will lose it, and I'm just trying to quickly kill this unit Carthaginian cav with my own mercenary veteran hoplites. I think I still have them on what's it called? Oh, I can't even think of it right now. On formation attack, so that's why they're not disengaging from their formation and charging into the whole entire unit of Carthaginian cav. And here I was going to go for his skirmishers, but he is quick to move them away, and I knew I was going to just chase one unit and have the rest of them all focus fire on my general. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go and get a rear charge on this late Libyan hoplite, and here I'm just going to try to roll up and get as many kills as possible. And over here I'm going to shoot this Iberian swordsman. It's weak against missiles, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. And here I'll leave my general, and now it's just going to get fired upon it. And I saw this during the battle. I was like, oh crap, just lost my general. And over here those elephants actually caught my my dudes, my skirmisher cav, and he's gonna actually I was winning this fight over here for the most part, but as you can see, I'm stuck on some late Libyan hoplites. These Iberian swordsmen are hurling their javelins, and the final blow, even though I'm getting javelins upon them, his elephants go ahead and smash into my my cav, and that's pretty much gonna do it with my cav over there. And I saw that as it was happening. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. I mean, his elephants are running amok, but they're mostly killing my units. So good job on his part. I was really upset at this part because I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. I was focusing fire on those units with javelins and slinger fire. I mean, archer fire would have been way better, but yeah, now his elephants are pretty much dead, but the damage has pretty much been done with them. Although they didn't get a whole lot of kills, they pretty much destroyed my cav on the left flank. I mean, I'm down to a skirmisher cav. And I was like, oh man, I lost the cav fight on the left flank. And over here, I think he charged his general's bodyguard into this unit of mercenary veteran hoplites. So he's won the cav fight on both wings, which is really bad for me, because I don't have really the most offensively capable infantry units. I mean, he's going to lose units in the center, because, I mean, late Libyans used to be pretty awesome infantry units, but Thorax hoplites, get them in hoplite wall, they'll get the job done. I think they get an undocumented bonus versus infantry with Thorax hoplites. Let me see if it is documented. Yes, they do. Oh, they get bonus versus large. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. So here, he's got his skirmishers. He's just taking some good shots at my slingers over here. And here I was going to get overzealous with this unit, and now he's going to do the smart thing, shoot this Thorax hoplite from behind, but I'm trying to get it, trying to get it out of there. He is getting some good kills. They're dropping like flies. Over here he's got a unit of Gallic warriors. I need to get this unit of hoplites turned around, but I do have my slingers getting some good shots on them, and I think they're going to pretty much flee. Yeah, they get killed. These Thorax hoplites are duking it out against more Libyan infantry and Iberian swordsmen. This Iberian swordsman's hitting it from the rear pretty much, so I'm going to lose this unit. I'm going to have to sacrifice that unit and reinforce what's strong over here with some more units. And I see this blob of troops he has over here. They're going up against my veteran hoplites. They're in hoplite wall, so they're going to be pretty effective, although this late Libyan hoplite has a lot of men in it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to help out and get some slinger fire. So I went ahead and I did lose this, late Libyan, or excuse me, Thorax hoplites. And he's going to actually go for my skirmishers. Very tired. I just want to see. This unit's tired. I think this late Libyan hoplite actually does catches up my Balearic Slinger. A unit that's very heavy catches a unit that's very light. And I think that really pissed me off during the battle. See? No, not yet. So here I was thinking of chasing after all these Cretans and Balearic Slingers, because I did have a unit of skirmisher cav chasing them down, but they're just so depleted that they couldn't get a lot of kills on them. And I was trying to catch them with my veteran hoplites, but it just wasn't happening. And I was hoping that this skirmisher cav still has 22 units in it, would come back and would smash them from downhill. Here he's going to do the smart thing, take some shots where he can, and although he's not going to get a lot of kills, well, now he will, because he's firing with all his units. So over here, my veteran hoplites pretty much fought back these late Libyan hoplites. I need to get some kills on them before they're broken. They're broken, but they're not shattered, so they do have a chance of getting back. And see, he did catch that unit of Balearic Slingers, and that really angered me during the battle, because how does an exhausted heavy spear unit catch up to a lightly armed, tired Balearic Slinger unit? I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense to me. But I still have 2 Balearic Slingers. Yeah, I still have one slinger over here. But I'm going to go ahead and take shots, kill as many of these guys as possible. So if they do come back, they're depleted. At least more depleted than what they were. So it's actually relatively close. This skirmisher cab did come back from fighting, and I went ahead and charged it into these units just to try to slow it down, and I almost catch his skirmishers over here with this veteran hoplite, but yeah, they're pretty much gonna be able to run away. And at this point, I think this is when I turn around. I need to run away, but his archers and his slingers are gonna pretty much take this unit and shred it for the most part. Yeah, they're gonna drop like flies. So that was unfortunate. And here I think this unit was out of slinger ammo, so I went ahead and charged it in melee just to try to attack this late Libyan hoplite, which did come back from routing. And here's that other late Libyan hoplite. So I was very lucky that losing the cav fight really didn't pay off that much for him. Because he did take a lot of casualties, and it's a good thing my thorax hoplites defeated his Libyan infantry. It was screwed me over. But this was a really, really close battle. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it for the most part. It's me going back and forth. And here, he pretty much almost catches this unit of Balearic slingers. Look at this. Okay, that's my fault there, but how does a unit of heavy spear infantry catch a lightly armed elite Balearic slinger unit, which is fresh? Sorry. Shouldn't happen, but I'm gonna stop complaining. Over here, pretty much all he has left now is his skirmishers. I could just spread my guys out and just have him just use up all his ammunition, but I catch one of his Cretan archers with my unit of slinger. Look, one of my units of slinger got a kill on his dudes. Go ahead and watch this battle, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pour in more troops. I want to take out these Cretans. They're probably out of ammunition, but you never know. So, but you do see me do the stupid thing, and it's just pour all of my units into this fight over here, which gets them vulnerable and out to the open to the rest of his missiles, while my own missiles are all the way over here, and they're going to be late to assist my hoplites. So here I'm going to charge gloriously into battle. What the heck? Oh, alright. Yeah, his guy's going to do smart thing, run away, but we don't care. Oh, that guy just got smacked with missile fire, but it doesn't matter. They're going to run away. So yeah, we're going to run down this Cretan archer. Ooh. So we're going to catch that Cretan archer, but we're going to be getting shot to death with arrows and slinger fire. And this is exactly what you don't want. And I guess he was out of ammunition with that Balearic slinger, so he's gonna do a smart thing, try to hold off one unit. But the problem is, his own guys don't have a really good angle to fire from right now without potentially hitting his own units. And now he's going to go ahead and actually charge downhill. My guys are very tired and depleted, so their morale isn't the best right now. And I went ahead and put them in hoplite wall so they get a bonus. I think they get a bonus versus infantry that's undocumented in hoplite wall. So, see my guys. Actually, I think at one point they do come close to breaking, but my Balearic slingers are going to come in, and they're exhausted, but I had no choice but to run them. They need to get over here and fight. They still do have ammunition. Oh, that's just epic. I'm sorry, that's just epic. My guys are all bloody. They're exhausted. Oh, that guy just got stabbed in the neck. And now, see, one of my units was about to flee, but after opening fire with his with my Balearic slingers, that pretty much sealed the deal with those units. He could have just ran away, but he says, I'm just going to go ahead and charge. This was a very close battle, and I made a lot of key mistakes, I think, with my cav, especially dealing with those elephants. And I should have just made better choices with my strikes. There you can see it is a much closer victory on my part. See, my Italian cav really did nothing. My companion cav, gotta get more kills with that. And I actually outnumbered him with cav, but he just used those spare units to great effect, especially his late Libyan hoplite, just got a cheap unit that's like, I don't know, like 400 denarii, got 162 kills. It's awesome. His slingers did better. His skirmishers did a really good job. So did mine for the most part. This unit slinger only got 58. That's not too bad for a unit like that. What saved the day for me was my thorax hoplites. They really held their ground and allowed me to get to bounce back and claim the victory. And very good game by Michael Bay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys later. Peace.